Boom.
There we go. Hello and welcome to Lost Legacy. I don't know, Season 3, Episode 9, Empire of Desire, Part Deuce. Electric Boogaloo. All right, so we'll go around the table, introduce our players. They'll tell you who they are, maybe their characters, fun stuff. And then we'll get
Uh,
this party started.
if you can hear, you're cutting out a lot.
Oh no,
Actually, heard you pretty good. Rennie,
I
you're
heard you
cutting
fine.
out.
It might be you.
Rennie, it might be you, because you went robot-y for a second, and now you're frozen. Rennie's face is frozen.
Please pardon our technical difficulties.
Well, we'll go around and we'll get.
It's me.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
me.
really. It's me. It's me. It's me.
Okay.
I believe the Terminators have gotten ready.
All right. I'll start, but we'll get to Rennie last. All right. We'll start with Tom. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell them who you're playing.
Sure thing. So I am shuffling.
You're fine. You're me now.
Woo! So I am GM Gino. I'll be playing Keith
back.
Errol.
You can't be me anymore.
Cleric. And all around nice guy. Just trying to find some ways to help people. I don't have any projects that I can advertise right now, but I'm looking forward to the one that Norm will advertise when we get to.
Well, let's do that. Norm, why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and any fun projects you're doing.
Yep, I'm Norm. I'll be playing Kellen. He's a gnome artificer, but he could be a hidden cleric, pretty much like everybody else in the party. I have a play that opens this week on Friday. It's called The Dining Room. It's at the Old Academy Players in East Falls. Check out our website, oldacademyplayers.org, and come see me, and then you'll see the other people in the cast too.
Well, thank you very much. All right, Rennie, let's test it out.
All right. How's it going so far?
So far, so good.
Wonderful. Hi, gang. My name is Rennie. I will be playing Disbin Tinderfoot, Paladin of the Oath of Vigilance. And I am a goblin male paladin. So my fun fact for Dizzy this week is Dizzy will never claim to be best cook or chef in the region, but he will claim to have been trained by the best cook or chef. And in fact, he owns an apron with 2 sunny side up eggs up at the top, and it says Goblin D's eggs across the chest.
Wow.
Did he be the cook in has he trained with the best cook of every region that we've been in, or just the region that he's from? Like, do we show up in every region and you
region? No, that has not been on the bucket list so far. Also, we're still in sort of my home region. And I also run games. I am also a GM on startplayinggames.com. You can find campaigns and other things run by me. Look up my name, Rennie Stern, and you can find me.
All right, thank you. And the only person who is not here, who we see a ghost of, that is Sam. He is doing dad stuff, but hopefully he will join us later in the evening. And until that time, Rennie will be taking care of any of the rolls and stat stuff, or Jaegering and Otis. All right, but let's do a little bit of a recap and talk about stuff. So, our heroes woke up from a terrible dream where a few of them were very exhausted, and that they fought, a corrupt version of one of the characters' brothers, and they found almost like a serene dream of Disbin's family owning an inn that was rudely interrupted. After Heath kind of peering through the veil of the dream and seeing this strange hag manipulating strands of fate, he kind of started waking everyone else, and eventually they defeated the dream, but didn't really deal with the hag, which is one of the 3 hags, or 3 ladies, who saw both Heath and Otisesh when they were trying to scry on fixing the problem, or divining how to fix the problem in this town. Or city, because it's the capital. What am I talking about? As they then went during the day when they woke up, even though they were a little tuckered out, they went to explore and kind of deduce what was happening with all these missing people and check out this barrow that they were kind of hired to deal with. When they went to the barrow, they noticed that there were some strange shuffling tracks that didn't quite make sense. They weren't animals, they weren't monsters per se, but it seemed like shuffling footprints, maybe zombies or some creature that was walking or stumbling. They easily figured out that it was likely some sort of sleepwalking. For when they approached the barrow, they saw this magnificent ruins that had a strange door. After kind of using a mix of detect magic and like sensory information and just investigating, they found out that the door was both an illusion and also covered in a shitload of spells. And Heath, with a timely natural 20, realized that the magics behind this were of a power greater than a normal spellcaster of this period. Hey, look, it's a Sam. You were introduced already. We're just doing the recap.
Nice.
And as they investigated and they figured it out, Odysseus, while being tired, begrudgingly tried to lie across the door to pierce through this door and barrier and went a few inches. Versus when Dizzy tried, he could go nowhere because he had no levels of exhaustion. They kind of figured out that likely you have to be asleep or sleepwalking in order to enter this chamber. Or enter the barrows. So then they were like, wait a second, we have this tea that was given us to this totally normal guy who doesn't worship some sort of dream god. And they realized that it would make them a beacon, but it would also maybe let them encounter and figure out what was going on. So they went back to the Temple of the Three, and they kind of laid down in the coffin making room. Some a little more snug than others. Some people sleeping in their bedroll on the floor like normal people, unlike others sidling up in a coffin, a la vampire style. And eventually, after drinking the tea, having a conversation with Reggie about him feeling tired and wanting him to stay, but then realizing that he would likely be infected by a dream, so it's better to bring him with you. A guardian of faith was summoned to like a specter of death to watch over you, so in case anything physical tried to attack you while you were sleeping. And you also realized that a pseudo-dragon that is often quiet and definitely not forgotten was definitely with you this whole time. But they will also watch over you. When you all drank the tea, you fell asleep, and you woke up in a grand coliseum, a grand arena. And that arena was in the capital of Khazralia. And this is known as the Warlord's Gambit. It is a tournament held every few years, kind of to determine who will lead the Khazralian Empire. It's generally done by the different houses of Khazralia sponsoring a group, and then whoever wins, one of the people in that group becomes the emperor or the acting emperor. And we kind of realized as they peered across the arena that they saw just a regular old version of Odysseus, definitely not possessed by some sort of evil dragon spirit. And they saw a burnt, fetish-covered, more feral version of Disbin riding an undead mastiff. And a fight ensued. From this from this this large pit in the center of the Colosseum, creatures of undeath like withered lizard folk, grungs and lizardkin and dragonborn, some dragon turtlekin, all but some being emaciated, some being the shadow versions of themselves. Many of the former competitors of these grand games. During this time, they rushed forward and attacked. Odysseus summoning up, while still having access to his de- clerical powers, let's call them. Summoning his spells, but some of his prayers and clerical abilities manifested a little differently. Seems to be an ancestor, a spiritual link to his past. Now seems to be part of the same magic that fueled him before, as it seems like the artifact that was giving him some of his power is kind of using its own will this time, and so he does not have access to it. We did a round of combat where Kellen got beat up, but there was a lot of undead being splattered by some spirit guardians, and we are now on to round 2. Oh, biggest thing, Heath using the dream catcher ripped the night hag who was controlling this dream into the arena, so she is now physically here. And in Odysseus' Spirit Guardians. So, let's start it right at the top. Sam, would you please roll me your next round of Spirit Guardians damage?
Yeah. I believe I upcasted this, right?
Yes, I think you used your 4th level.
Yeah.
Fourth.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
16.
Ooh, that's a 12. 16. And then I need to roll for him. What the fuck is your fucking wisdom? +1. Ooh. Okay. So this is 16 damage. The warrior squares off with Disbin with a flourish of his battle axe. He kind of pushes forward and gets under the chin as this necrotic damage rips across his scarred form. It seems Reggie, though, or the undead version of Reggie, seems to hold his own a little bit better. So he takes full damage. Oh,
It's almost as if I can hear Reggie.
I can hear Reggie.
Nice. I just gotta.
That's my Foley work for the game, guys.
Wow. He maintains his concentration. So that goes back up. On whatever spell he's concentrating on. All right. All right. And it is the start of his turn. All right. He rides Reggie forward, being that you are the source of this pain. Disbin will attack you, or corrupted Disbin. I probably shouldn't use his normal name. That is AC 25.
Yeah, that will hit me.
He is going to invoke Fury of the Small and drop his highest level smite in this first attack. All right. Let's see. 14. Where the fuck is it? You are going to take 33 points of damage from the first attack.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Make a concentration check.
Sure.
Which is 16 for you, but you're a warcaster, so you should be fine.
Wait, is this supposed to be concentration or constitution or wisdom?
It's Constitution.
Okay.
You also get my bonus, Odyssesh, so you're fine.
You're +4. All right. Well, he's going to attack you a second time.
I'm shocked.
With a crit.
So, Gene, as he lands this critical hit on my friend Odyssesh, I just no, and my guardian emblem shield will flash bright its symbol of the Bastion of the Strong, and I will turn that hit into a normal hit and not a crit.
That's very useful. He will
Extremely.
use another use of Fury of the Small.
He doesn't get two. How does he get two?
He has
That's
3.
bullshit.
I guess I'm using the better version of D&D. I have a sheet in front of
Damn
me.
it.
He has 3 uses of Fury of the Small. I don't know, but it doesn't add as much damage, I don't think.
Quick, Rennie, update your sheet.
Yeah, you should update your sheet. Also, he'll drop another smite on you.
No, I'm just using the goblin version of a different time. Yeah. How many should I get?
I think it's your proficiency per long... Oh, no, wait.
Version.
He can't use it again on this turn. Never mind. So, he won't use it this time. So, 10... he will do 22 more damage to you.
Good God.
And then Reggie will also attack you.
Dark Reggie.
Dark Reggie. All right.
First, Reggie.
But he's not nearly as good. Nope, that'll miss with a bite and the claw. That is a natural 20.
Unfortunately, that will be enough.
All right. Not nearly as bad, though, because he's not a... Well, it's bad, but not as bad. 4 and 7 is 11, plus 2 is 13, plus another 4 is 17 damage. So this claw reaches into you, and you watch some of Disbin's scars kind of flare, and this dark necrotic energy kind of wraps around Reggie's claws. And as you kind of take the moment along, once you take that damage, you notice all the undead within 10 feet of Disbin seem to be empowered, and same thing with his weapon.
I disagree. You are incorrect, sir.
Oh.
Otis does not notice that.
He goes
because
down.
he is down.
All right. So,
Norm, you've got an echo going. I'm like hearing myself lower and lower back through your mic.
it's probably from your wife watching.
Oh, can you turn that down a little bit, just?
Sorry.
They're hearing your reverberation.
All
Okay,
right.
that should correct it.
Okay, so Otis drops to the floor. Dark Reggie standing over him, blood dripping from his claws. That is...
Yeah, I tried, buddy.
You did your best. On both sides.
All right. You're down. Heath. The hag standing now kind of cracks her back, stands a little bit taller, and she just flicks a hand at you, and a bunch of force darts begin pew 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 as a shitload of magic missiles slam into you.
All right. Of the notes that I took from the last game, I don't know if I've used my reaction since the end of my last turn.
Hold on. I hold on. Where did you go? I believe you did, because you cast Silvery Barbs to give Dizzy an extra attack, which is what triggered the Hellish Rebuke.
Cool.
So 6. You will take 20 force damage as 6 magic missiles kind of slam into you.
How many magic missiles?
6.
Okay, so that's 6 concentration saves?
Yes. At DC 10, each one of them.
You have +4.
Cool. That's a beautiful set of advantage right there. I'm wasting these.
What's her
right, cool.
movement? All right. And then she runs forward and jumps into Kellen.
Oh no.
And as there's a little tussle, there are now 2 Kellens.
That's not good.
But it doesn't seem that bad. So she's kind of like in the same. She's like moving. You like Kellen. You know who the real Kellen, obviously. But she is kind of tussling with you. So if your voice were to come out, they might not be able to figure out which one is her. That is her bonus action. Otisesh, please give me a death saving throw.
4.
Okay, that is 1 failure. And you hear as you're like taking that breath, because you can still like see, you just see the slow walk of Severax in your body, and you just hear that low rumble. I knew this would be easy. And he continues slowly walking towards you. Kellen, it is your turn.
Is this creature attached to me or just in the same space as me?
She's kind of sharing the same space as you. But she has all your equipment. She looks identical to you.
So at this point, I don't know whether if I moved that it would attach to me still, right?
I mean, she's not grappling you, so there's nothing stopping you from moving.
Okay. I will cast Kinetic Jaunt.
Okay.
It's a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
My speed increases by 10. I don't provoke opportunity attacks. I want to move from... So it's in the same space as me, so I can move over here then, right?
Yep. Yep. And I'll just move her.
Okay. And... Let's see... Here. I want to see how many I can... Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. How many can I cover with Burning Hands from here if I do the cone? Can I get...
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay. Excellent. I am going to upcast my gun to make it a 3rd level spell with 3 charges.
Ooh, boy.
Hell yeah. You have to.
I roll 17. My dex save is 17.
All right. Let's go with...
Now my question to you is, with the fact that my item is also an enhanced... remember, I get the 1d8 enhancement. It just says for artificer spells. Would this count as that or no?
Sure is an artificer spell.
So I get an extra d8?
But I think it only affects one... Does it due to... Is it one target, or is it to all artificer spells?
Nice.
It enhances the damage onto the spell.
Sweet. Yeah. Add a d8.
So that's 25.
So that's 25. That's badass.
Fails. Passes. You said 17, or sorry, what's your dex save?
17 dex.
Yeah. Fails. And then passes. Okay. So, all right. So he failed. It's 25.
Yep.
You notice that fire does not seem to be very effective.
Against all of them?
No. The ghoul melts and dies.
Okay.
But the shadow and the specter both seem very unaffected. Is she resistant? And the version of you, which, let's see, I gotta fucking actually add her stuff now. 12, 1, 1, 2. Also does not seem affected as well. She definitely is burned, so there's like a burnt version of you. But yep, that's it. But she takes the damage, but it does not seem to affect anything happening to her.
Okay. And that's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any more movement.
All right. All right, Shadow. This Shadow will move Slink over there, and he's going to attack Heath. And he will miss Heath.
I approve.
This Shadow moves over here, and will attack Kellen. And will likely miss Kellen. Does AC 16 hit you?
No.
All right. Shadow. All right. And a Spectre. Which Spectre is this? Okay, Heath, you are on deck with Dizzy. This Spectre goes to stab Otisesh on the ground.
What a shit.
As you hear Severax go, "The Empire will be mine!" And the Spectre will attack with advantage. But apparently, Otisesh, is your AC 18?
It is higher than 18.
So it goes to stab down with this, or it goes to like drain your life. But even though you're clinging to life, your will is strong enough. And that's its entire turn. All right, Heath, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to double check the action to activate a magic item. I'm going to use a bonus action to activate my devotee sensor.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use an action but I can't do both the things that I want. Both are bonus actions. I'm going to use Healing Word on Otiseth.
All right.
Sam, receive 6 hit points.
Hooray! That just brings me back to 6, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll use my action to attack with my devotee sensor.
Sweet.
Casting. Oh wait, no, I'm going to use my action to activate the Dreamcatcher again.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a casting, a spell ability check with advantage if you're using your action to do it.
Uh, 20.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. You begin to take control of the dream. What would you like to happen?
Okay. With like taking control, do I have any way of knowing which Kellen is the real Kellen?
Yes, you can definitely tell that this is the fake Kellen.
Okay.
You also feel like within your grasp would be more powerful healing or other abilities. Again, you're in control of this dream.
Oh, that's fair.
Could heal the shit out of Otisesh.
With that in mind, I'm gonna try and heal the shit out of Otiseth.
Okay. Otisesh, you get the effects of a short rest. So you can spend hit dice and try to heal yourself as much as you would like from the hit dice.
Wow. That's amazing.
Let's see. I'm going to spend a lot of those.
Figured you might.
If I just spend all of them?
Well,
Is
you
there
could,
any reason to save any?
in case you might be able to heal yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
I
do
would
math
I
on
would
that.
drop them.
Yeah, I'm just going to use them all.
Okay. If you're going to use all your hit dice, just heal yourself to full.
Okay.
It'll just make it easier.
Nice.
You don't have to roll dice, and it should be effectively close to what you would get. But and you kind of, but as you do that, and you feel that this is the second time that you've truly affected the dream, the hag looks at you, and one of the strings on the dream catcher snaps.
Ooh.
As you think you may have exerted a little too much on this dream, Again, not in a bad way, but it's just like you feel that you're taking control of it seems to be frying certain aspects of whatever is happening here. Could be good, could be bad. Or this item is just not as powerful as was advertised. Anything else, Heath?
Nope, that's enough for me. That's
And I will allow this as well. Sam, since technically Heath did some sort of magical effect that gave you a bonus, you can activate, Heath, your ability to give someone their reaction thing.
Oh, great. So Odiseth can use his reaction to make a melee attack. Well, to make an attack.
Great. I will make a touch attack.
You gonna reach out and touch someone?
I'm gonna reach out and touch the guy that tried to drain my life force.
That sounds great.
Damn it. Do we have any
thingies?
thematic reroll tokens?
Let me see. I don't see any.
Let me try Flash of Genius.
What is that?
Might not be enough. +5.
It'd be 16.
Oh, hold on. I don't think that affects the hit rolls. It only affects ability
What
checks.
is your total to hit right now?
I rolled an 11.
That is.
Well, I rolled a 3. I got an 11.
That is unfortunately one away.
That's why I'm fishing for a reroll. You said 1 away?
Yeah. From hitting the Spectre? Sure is.
All right, Otis, you have inspiration.
Nice.
Does that let me reroll?
Yep.
Okay.
You did it, guys.
Better.
Cool. This is the
ghost, the Spectre.
The evil dragon man who lives in my dreams. Okay. I got a 12. I literally rolled 1 more.
If you're attacking the Spectre who tried to drain your life, you hit.
I am. Okay. He takes 19, and then I'm going to spend a channel divinity to do another 19.
Don't do that. Save that. You kill him.
This is the one that's been talking shit to me the whole time?
No.
It's the one over here, Sam.
So this is
What's
evil
that?
you. The one that tried to drain your life was right here.
Oh, okay. This is less thematically cool than I thought it was.
That's why I'm like, don't waste your thing. But you did kill a guy, so get that guy off. That's fine.
Okay.
But no, he's been talking shit, but he's also slowly walking because he has your speed. And that's your fault, not mine. Dizzy, it is your turn.
Gene, if I wanted to move from here to here, can I do that, or is my path blocked?
They're incorporeal shadows. I would allow it.
Fucking perfect. So I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
On Reggie, so this shadow certainly can take an attack of opportunity.
He has nothing else to do with his bonus action, and it's free, so... but I doubt he's going to hit you with an AC of 19.
Not gonna do it.
All right.
So as I go forward, I kind of see this dark Disbin, or Disbad, and for a moment I close my eyes, and I go... Garth, I need your strength. And when I open my eyes again, a voice richer and deeper than my own releases from me, and I say, "Fear not the puppets of evil, but cut their strings." And I'm gonna fucking swing on the hag.
Okay. Oh yeah, I should look at her stats.
AC 17.
That will hit.
Wonderful. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to make her my hunter's mark.
You don't have to wait for your hunter's... Did you kill your hunter's mark originally?
Yes. The last thing I hunter's marked was the ghast.
Okay, cool.
From before, Gene.
Absolutely, yes.
So she is going to take. Let's do some damages. She's going to take 17, and I'm going to add my Fury of the Small, so she can take another 7.
She is currently small sized.
Oh, never mind. Okay, she will take 17.
Okay. Any smites or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to drop a first level smite into
She
her.
is a fiend.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. That's going to be a total of 32 damage.
Can you just tell me the smite damage? Because I already wrote down your other damage.
15 smite.
Okay, thank you. I was like, uh-oh. All right. She staggers back and looks pissed.
Love that. I'm going to swing again.
Sure.
Dirty 20 is going to certainly hit.
Sure will.
She's going to take another 14. Is she bloody after the first shot?
She is not.
Cool. She's getting another smite. I'm not here to play games.
All right.
So she is going to take a total of 35 damage.
All right. She is now bloodied, and she looks hurt. She's not looking happy about this. These turn of events.
Reggie will follow up my attacks with his own.
Nice.
Okay, so we have AC 17. That'll hit for 7 damage.
Yep.
So 7 more damage from Reggie.
All right.
And my back will kind of be straighter. I sit a little taller on the saddle of Reggie, and I seem ready to take this fiend down. Right. That is my turn.
All right. What can bad guy version of Odysseus do? Walk.
Bad thing.
Not a lot from being very far away.
That is true. All right. It begins walking forward. 30. And then you watch as he takes a deep breath, and that same fog that Odysseus would often create as you begin to see erupting spirit guardians erupt around him.
Counterspell.
Wait, I think he's...
Counterspell.
Okay. What level?
What?
4th.
Okay. So as these spirits whip around, with the last moment, you kind of flick your wrist, and the magic fades. As you stop him from casting his 4th level counter, his 4th level spirit guardians. And then as a bonus,
It took me more than a second to realize that Rennie wasn't just saying that he was casting counterspell. No, that's me. Got it.
I don't have 3rd level spell slots. That's crazy.
Let's see. What do we got? I think that will be good for them. All right. Disbad.
This fucking guy.
Disbad looks at Odysseus. Looks at his counterpart. Looks at Heath, who seems to be a huge problem, and turns his attacks to Heath.
God damn it.
So, but they didn't lose any hit points this round, so that is that. So he looks to Heath. What does he want to do with his bonus action? I should have done that. That's fine. He will do nothing with his bonus action for now. He's going to attack Heath. Let's see. Does AC 20 hit you, Heath?
Yeah.
All right. He will drop another smite. He will also use his Fury of the Small. Wow.
What a bitch.
I rolled very badly. So you will take 18 damage from the first hit.
Okay.
And then he'll make a second attack.
I'm making a concentration save.
Mhm.
Good. Hit me.
AC 13.
Misses.
All right.
I
Then
got one of those.
a bite from Reggie misses, and a claw also misses. And then he kind of just uh, throws his arm up, and you see a barrier form around him and Reggie. All right.
I know your tricks.
It is the hag's turn. She does not like how this is going.
What? It's great.
She looks at you, Dizzy, and goes, "What is your greatest fear?" And the sand blows in your face. Rennie, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom save.
Uh-huh.
14.
I'll flash the genius that.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Kellen.
For a moment, you feel the reality warp around you as maybe some sort of phantasmal killer is appearing in your brain. But you resist it. And then she... What does she do? She doesn't like what's happening here. So she does that. You notice that she has a bag on her side, and she opens it up, and you see like clawing out creatures and things of nightmare. I need everyone. Let me look at this. Oh, I already have the spell open. I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a magic or magical effect?
This is a magical effect.
Oh, good.
Everyone has +4 to this save.
Okay.
I got a 30.
Great.
23.
23.
24.
Okay. At first, things from your nightmares, other things from other nightmares seem to come at you, and Otisesh and Reginald kind of get that feeling of like how they got really tired, but you shrug it off. If you are Arcana inclined and are proficient in Arcana, you can make an Arcana check.
Gene, would DC 20 have done it as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Got a 19 on Arcana.
Great. You feel like someone was trying to do the detrimental version of the dream spell on all of you.
Checks out.
But you all seem to have resisted, and it seemed to have come from whatever this bag she has on her. And then she's thither. That is all of her. Otisesh, it is now your turn.
Okay, let's get the lay of the land here. Which token is which?
So this is Dizbad and Dark Reggie.
Okay,
This
that's
is
taking the same square.
This is
Right.
Severax.
What's right above me?
Right above you is Heath. And this is
Okay.
a shadow. A shadow, and it looks like a specter.
Got it. I mean, I think I reactivate Spirit Guardian. Somebody's got to do it.
It's a good spell.
I mean, you sure could.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
It's going to be 13 damage whenever. It's going to matter for the rest of this round. I think I'm staying put put. I don't see a tactical advantage in moving.
Okay. All right. Kellen, it is your turn.
Okay, I will move 10 feet to here. No, we'll move.
Yeah, you can move through the shadow and the specter
Correct.
because they are incorporeal, so they don't really.
Gene, can you put my aura back up just so I can sort of see
Sure
and
can.
make sure I'm actually getting evil?
You are. I made sure they were close enough
Boy.
to you. So.
All right.
Fair enough.
I move there, and I'm going to kick. Basically, I take a little pinch of something, put it in my arcane firearm, and basically I'm going to cast a shatter that's going to drop in this spot right here, 10-foot radius,
Okay.
and it does thunder damage. I will roll the damage.
All right. That's a con save, right?
Yep, that's 13 plus
Oh, another 8.
4. So it's
Still good.
17 damage on a 17 con. It's thunder damage.
Again, this specter seems pretty resistant. And she just seems resistant to magic in nature. As she. Anything? Anything
Yeah,
else?
I
for
might
you,
do
bud?
it. Yeah, I might do some more movement. Harry is here. Is this a high object that you can hide behind or no?
It's a pillar that has spikes on it,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
but it goes up to it's probably 25 feet up. Pillar.
Mm. So, I'm happy with where I am.
All right. Let's roll some wisdom saves. Well, I'm gonna just erase this specter as he dies. Let's go with the shadow. Let's see what happens. Shadow, yeah, fails, and the other one fails. How much damage did you say, Sam?
13.
13. All right. Okay. Oh god. All right. So now they go. Um. So it kind of slides over there. 5, 10, 15. And this one will also do the same. And they will attack Otisesh because he's fucking them up. First attack. Misses. Second attack. AC 22.
That will hit.
All right. You will take.
Is that the north? Oh, I'm going to use interception and knock damage off this.
Okay. So this will be 12 plus 4 is 16.
I bat my shield, still the emblem glowing. I knock 14 damage off that hit.
So you will take 2, but
God damn.
you still take 4 points of strength damage, which doesn't affect you because you have your gauntlets. But if that goes to 0, that's bad.
Got it.
But keep track of it because it can come back later. But yeah. All right. So those two. Those are those two shadows. It is Heath's turn.
Woo!
I'm sleeping stuff. You'll be fine.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and not burn through a spell slot this time around. I'm going to... Did it have to be adjacent to me too?
I've been entire turn.
So I'm going to shift to here. Kind of a green flame blade to both of these.
I will warn you. Dizbad will get an attack of opportunity on you,
Oh, beans.
Sounds good.
and so will his dog. If you want to move there,
I was like, it's free,
All right, fine.
He was like,
you don't have. You can just take them and see if they hit. They might miss.
They might, but I can also green flame blade Dizbad, who I think hopefully is on the ropes.
yeah, pretty much between
Sure isn't.
the sales and the sponsor wants to pay for the
I think has been hit at least once.
Yes, definitely. As you go to raise your flaming sword, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. I should have mapped that out when you said aura protection.
Nice.
24?
Good. For a moment you hesitate, but your will is strong, and you can now make an attack roll.
Brilliant.
we're on the boss.
All right. Green flame blade.
That's what we
Now you're supposed to roll attack.
Man, on that boss, every last bit of damage counted.
It's being sorry.
Yeah, I was just-
real weird.
Nope, not what I said.
6 is probably not going to do it.
Sure isn't.
That's a lot of build up for a 6. And that's my turn.
All right. I mean, you have a bonus action technically.
You know, the primary thing I would do with my bonus action at this point is activate the weapon, and I only get to do that once a day.
It's true. You can also do healing. I don't know if anyone's hurt.
I'm good for right now.
All right. Dizzy, classic style.
Yeah, original flavor. Cool. I'm gonna give him original Longtooth flavor to the hag.
Okay. Make an attack, please.
Dirty 20 AC.
Hits.
Okay. That's gonna be 13 total damage.
All right. She's looking real hurt, but she's still there.
Let's do it again. Ooh, natural 1. Not gonna do it. Okay. I will follow it up with Reggie's strikes. Reggie will hit once, and he will deal an additional 7 damage to the creature.
All right. She's not looking good. Not looking good indeed.
You're hitting this one, right?
Yes.
I am hitting the hag, yeah.
Okay,
All right.
got it.
Dark Otisesh needs to make a saving throw. Wisdom. Ugh. What's your spell save DC? Oh, no. He will fail, so he takes 13.
First damage on Dark Otisesh.
Sure is. All right. But now what business is he gonna do? He will walk right over there to flank Otisesh.
I don't like that.
And he just attacks you with his weapon. That will be a 25 to hit you.
That will
Silver
hit.
bars.
He will use his channel divinity to do a Reaper Strike. So he does 10 plus 4, 14. Channel divinity, 14. He will do a total of 33 damage.
Okie doke.
My shield gleaming bright with the watchful eye of the vigilant, I will knock 12 off of that.
Amazing. Thank you.
So you only take 21.
Yep.
All right. For a spell,
You don't need to do that, Gene. That's fine.
sure gonna bonus action cast a spell. Feels like he should. Let's see. What's he gonna do? You see he breathes again, and it looks like a small, smoky dragon flies to the corner of Heath as he casts some sort of spiritual weapon.
Otis, are you bloody?
That's under half.
Yeah.
No, not quite.
No? Good. Good.
All right. So this,
Good.
the spiritual weapon comes swinging out at you, Heath. Does AC 20 hit you?
It does.
All right. You will take 11 force damage. Yep, that's all he needs to do. He did his second level. That was all of him. All right. What does Dark Disbad want to do? Oh, make a saving throw versus Spirit Guardians. He fails, and then Dark Reggie passes. Okay. So 13. I gotta move you off you. -6. Oh, actually, sorry. Roll me new damage. What am I doing? Roll me new damage for this round.
For me?
Yeah.
For the spirit card?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
$15.
Okay. All right. I gotta make a concentration check. He succeeds. Oh, that's the wrong dog. So, as you are noticing you're doing damage, it seems like every moment they go again, they seem bolstered by some dark power. As if they're under the effects of some sort of dark heroism. And then they go. What the fuck are they gonna do? Alright. You know what? We'll start this off. Dark Reggie will attack Otisesh twice. Bite. Will miss. Does AC 19 hit you?
No.
Alright. He misses. And you notice the field of energy disappears as Reggie attacks. I got one spell out. You know what? And Disbin will go again for you with another crit. And he will spend his last spell slot for a smite. And he'll use his last Fury of the Small.
Sorry, buddy. I'm out of stuff.
It seems like they really hate both Disbin, but mostly Otisesh, because that spell hurts
They
so
seem
bad.
to like me. They're not touching me.
Yeah, well, you're hard to hit. You noticed that. You're kind of hard to hit.
I'm also kind of a murderer.
12, 11, 23. 35 damage from that attack.
Okie doke.
Are you still up?
Yes.
He will take his second attack. AC 25. But
That hits.
he got no smites left.
All right,
So-
I'm gonna silvery barbs that one.
Okay. That is a good thing you do that, because that goes to AC 16 with a silvery
That will
barbs.
Okay,
see-
and I'm gonna give
Yeah.
Dizzy advantage on his next attack against Disbad.
Uh,
And if you want, you can use your reaction right now to stab Disbad.
Before we do that, Sam, I need a concentration check from you.
Yeah, that seems fair.
For 35.
I want to let you know I don't have a reaction currently. I used mine earlier. So if you want to give it to someone else who could use it, that might be a better call. Just saying.
17 is your DC, Sam.
We're good.
Okay. So sorry. Now you're Silvering Barbsing that.
Yeah.
Who are you giving?
And Sam, do you have a reaction left?
I believe so. Because I think the last time you gave me one was a different round.
Okay. Then I will give Sam advantage on his next attack against Dizbad. And if Sam wants, he can use his reaction to attack Dizbad.
You can attack anyone with it, technically.
Yeah, you can attack anyone. You have advantage on Dizbad.
Yeah, I'll take the advantage on Disbad and just take a normal swing at him.
All right.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
19?
That will miss. All right.
Dang.
But it is not all for naught, because as this night hag goes to shriek, you watch a blur of shadow as a black dragonkin with an axe lops off her head as she falls to the spirit guardian. And as she falls, you begin to see patches and holes in this world beginning to form in a chaotic and desperate kind of way. Otisesh, it's your turn.
Sorry, can you describe what's going on?
So
again?
your spirit guardians just slew the hag, and now you notice kind of as if if the whole world were a sheet of paper, there are now holes beginning to burn and spread in it, and you feel like this dream is ripping apart, dissolving, so that if you do not solve it shortly, and you are stuck here when that happens, it will likely be very bad.
Got it. Okay.
But it is still happening.
Let's see. We will summon a spiritual weapon to attack evil Otis.
Hell yeah.
It will probably miss with a 9.
If it doesn't hit you, I bet it doesn't hit it.
It sure doesn't. Yeah, that would be my take. And then I will Toll the Dead on evil Otis as well.
All right. Well, it is a necromancy cantrip, so you could hit someone else within 5 feet as well.
Oh yeah, I'll hit evil Disbad. Disbad?
Sure. Yeah, sounds great. All right. So, 9 plus. I believe you are going to make your own save. Yeah, 16, and then Disbad with a natural 20. Both pass their Toll the Dead save.
Okay.
I'll try to find something cool for you, for a token for your little guy. It's not cool.
We usually use that little dragon token.
I know, but unfortunately, it's off limits right now, and that's just that, man. I can't. My hands are tied. Let's see. Oh, I'm already using that. I will just use. Yeah, we'll use Sparkles. Sparkle will be your weapon.
Perfect.
All right. Let me make sure that you have control of it. Nope, I don't need a nameplate. Controlled by all people. All right. Otisesh, you're gonna stay put.
Yep.
All right. Kellen, it is your turn.
What is this thing again, Gene? This undead.
It is a shadow. It has been the things that are just draining your strength.
It was been kind of resistant to fire, though, right?
They seem to be resistant to most elements, and they would likely be resistant to Otisesh's abilities if it weren't real cool. Actually, no, they're not gonna meet. Never mind. Well, whatever.
I'll try to hit it with my firearm, the regular ammo.
All right. Make me an attack, please.
That's a 1. I got to roll something special on that now.
Oh,
right?
sure. Let's see if your gun breaks.
What am I rolling to save, right?
No, I think you just need to roll. Since you rolled a 1, I think it's baked in there. I don't know.
We just have to see if it's in the description. Hold on.
Now, remember that.
I think
Let
it
me
just
roll attack
it
one.
malfunctions, so it's no longer usable until you repair it.
Okay, so it's a DC plus 8. Okay. Man, it kind of sucks. That's it.
All right, this shadow. Let's see if he makes his wisdom save. Nope. And no. All right. The shadow up top
It's not,
gets destroyed.
it's not a side piece anymore, just so you know you're old. It's a standard.
50. But this shadow deep below, what's he gonna do? It's gonna attack Otisesh. But he also rolls a natural one. So carry on. Heath, it is your turn.
All right.
I know what tab is. You can see what people have on their characters.
I think we still got to deal with,
Doesn't affect me.
I guess, everyone.
So
I'm going to.
I'm gonna say this because you're in possession of the Dreamcatcher and you summon the hag. You believe that the anchors to this dream are bad Disbad and possessed Otisesh are the two things that need to be removed. The other
Yeah.
creatures don't matter, it seems.
Um,
Circles -1. And then yes. You didn't think about. You didn't think about level unlocking it as the first one you should do.
yeah, I'm going to move over to. I know this is provoking from Evil Diz. I'm going to move over to.
And Evil Diz and both Reggie will take it.
It's too
'cause-
big of a risk. I don't have enough hit points to take a big hit from him. I'm going to Green Flame Blade again on Evil Diz.
Okay.
This time, I know where the button is. I wish I could roll.
Oh,
Oh no, guys.
oh boy.
I'm going to Healing Word myself.
Okay.
Unless somebody looks worse than I do. Which I don't think so.
Nah, do it, man.
Surprisingly did a lot of wonky stuff.
All right.
Hey.
Yep, you heal yourself a little bit.
Nightmare.
Dizzy, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move here, provoking from the shadow.
It will take it. It will miss.
Cool. And
I
will-
would have called out that if we take out Evil Diz and Evil Otisesh,
You think it will end this? It'll end this stream safely.
Yeah.
You were never meant to be. And I will swing my sword.
All right.
I hit myself, Gene. AC 22.
You sure hit.
I will make him my hunter's mark.
Sure.
He will take 18 damage.
All right. He is now bloodied.
Cool. Oh, I have advantage. I'm just gonna roll another die.
Oh.
Case that's cool. That's fine. All right. And a swing again. Oh, I'm definitely going to use advantage, of course. And that will be a hit for another 18 damage.
All right. He maintains concentration on his spell.
Okay. And I will have Reggie attack. How hurt does Dark Reggie look?
It's eaten a. Hold on. Not bloodied.
I think Dark Reggie, or I'm sorry, Sir Reginald will attack Dark Reg. He would be at disadvantage, but he has advantage, so it's just normal.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The first one definitely misses. The second one will hit for 10 damage.
Ooh, yeah, he looks pretty hurt. Now he's bloodied.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Dark.
No, I will move back here after I do that.
Okay. You said 15. It seems like Dark Odyssesh is very willful and resists some of the spirit guardians. But it will be his turn. What the fuck is he gonna do? First he will. I think he's just gonna straight up melee you again. AC 20 into Odyssesh.
That is my AC.
All right. And I believe he has a second channel divinity at this level. He sure does. Wow. That'll be where the fuck is it? 14 plus 33 more damage.
Okay, I'm done again.
My shield. Sam, is it worth blocking damage?
I mean, they're just gonna hit me again. I would just let me go and fuck them up.
I mean, your spirit
because
guardians do a lot of
Diz
work,
goes
Yeah,
right
that's true.
after
My
you.
spirit guardians do a lot of work. I have 13 hit points left. How much did you say it was, Gene?
33.
I mean, I hate to do it, but I would do it anyway, man. I knocked 13 damage off the attack.
That's
I know
still
it's not
gonna knock
enough.
you down. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't just let that happen. So tried so hard to keep you alive.
You just make
You
yourself
do a lot of good work.
problem by casting all those horrible spells. It makes sense. All right. And then your little boy is chilling there. All right. So Odysseus is down. Oh. I guess this guy is gonna friggin'. Yeah, he'll just stay there. He'll attack Heath with a natural 20.
This dude gets 2 attacks. What a bitch.
It's his bonus action attack. It's not 2 attacks. That'll be 19 force damage, Heath, from the spiritual weapon. All right.
All right, noted.
Disbin. All right. And Dark Doggo.
All right. He's not looking great.
I'll tell you, they're not also... Well, Dark Odysseus looks pretty fine. But everyone else in this fight doesn't look good. Let's see. So Odysseus is on the floor. Alright. It kind of turns its attention to Disbin.
Finally.
And he will move. You can get an attack of opportunity if you'd like, Heath.
I don't have my reaction to use Silver Barbs.
Alright. And he will flank Dizzy, and he'll try to kill his best friend himself. Or his counter half. AC 23 to hit you.
That'll do it.
Alright, well, he does 14 damage. And then he'll use his second attack. With a 27, he will do another 17. And then we'll continue the fight a little cinematically as Reggie on Reggie will attack. Bite, natural 1, claw, a 3. All right, the lair doesn't get an action. Odyssesh, please make me a death saving throw.
You got it.
Nat 20. Here it is.
Here it
It's
is.
gonna happen. My first good roll of the night. I got
It is a
17.
good roll.
All right, that is a net success. And your old death saves were cleared when you go down and come back up. All right, Kellen, it is your turn.
Jeez. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As I'm running towards Odiseth, I will get my ear ready to do a healing. Grab my little thing, mix up a little mixture,
Uh huh.
pop a cure wounds on them,
Okay.
or maximum of 13.
Beautiful.
And then we're gonna get the hell back out of there.
All right.
So
Running in, running out. All right. So this shadow will attack Dizzy. But I rolled not great. Heath, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to activate my sensor. I'm going to use a standard action to cast haste.
Oh boy. Things are getting fast.
Thing.
Oh, that's something I should do. I forgot to do this. Okay.
I'm going to cast Twinned Haste on both Dizzy and myself.
Awesome.
Actually, on both Dizzy and Kelly.
So not yourself.
Correct.
All right. You gonna chill where you're at?
That's too many cats.
You got Dark Odasesh below you. Spiritual Weapon won't get an attack of opportunity.
You say will?
No, the Spiritual Weapon doesn't. But if you were to
Okay.
move away from Odasesh or Dark Odasesh, that would be the only way that you could provoke.
Phase Tark and cat.
You can also just say where you are. I'm just asking questions.
I can move over to here to at least get away from the weapon.
Sure is good.
Hope that I don't screw the party by being damaged.
Well, it's Dizzy's turn at least, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
All right, Dizzy, you feel your speed increase and you start jittering a little bit.
That's a beautiful thing. I am going to use my goblin prowess of disengaging from enemies, and I'm going to roll here while Reggie stays here.
Is that a spike wall that you're rolling into?
Oh, you know what then? I'll do it this way, Gene. I'll go there if I can.
Sure.
Yeah. And Reg will drop one down.
Okay.
And I attack.
Sure.
AC 21.
That
That doesn't hit me. Jesus. Cool. I miss myself both times. Oh, and I have my third haste attack. There it is. And there's the crit. Isn't that wonderful?
His shield flares up. He cancels out your crit.
You have the same shield even though you're an asshole? Alright, fine.
He has all your equipment. So he uses the same reaction.
He still takes 12 damage.
He's looking real fucked up.
Reggie is gonna go to try to finish the job on Dizbad.
All right.
Did you take your haste attack?
Say it again, brother?
Did you take your haste attack?
I did. I missed my first two, man. I just rolled pure butts. Let's see. So the first one is gonna miss And the second one's going to miss. So let's see. The first one will miss. Cool. Reggie does not much in this scenario.
All right. Oh boy.
That's my... No, that's not my turn. I'm not done. I'm going to move here. He's already taken his reaction. Do I know that?
Who?
No, he hasn't.
No, he,
All right.
he technically took a reaction to cancel the crit.
You're right. So knowing how my own abilities work, me and Reggie will reconnoiter up there.
Reggie will provoke though, from the dog.
Yep, absolutely. Yes.
So,
yes.
but he's not at disadvantage
Yes,
because
yes.
you would have you been mounted. I don't know how you mounted and unmounted him. Because half your speed.
No. By the time he would take the opportunity attack, it would be at I guess it would not be a disadvantage.
All right, so he'll take it, and he will hit himself.
Sure.
Let's see how much.
Yeah, Reggie's AC 17.
Yep, I rolled a 16 on the die.
Perfect. How much damage for
4 plus 2 is 6 plus 4 is 10 total damage.
Okay. Reggie takes it like a champ.
All right. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Oh, Otisesh. So possessed. So bad. What is he going to do? Oh. Pretty smart. He is. You begin to see smoke billow out of him as he attempts to cast Spirit Guardians, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. He is casting Spirit Guardians. Is it going through? You're the only one who can counter.
I'm basically at spell spots.
All right. You watch as this mist erupts around him, and then the spiritual weapon moves, and he will attack you. With it. That will be AC 25.
Hits.
Gene, you need to cool it, man. You need to fucking cool it.
I go down.
Okay. It does 9.
Sorry, guys. That's going to drop haste on both Dizzy and...
That sucks. Yep.
You begin to watch as reality begins to unravel. And for a moment, things begin to blink. For all of you, it's for a moment like your vision blurs and you're like waking up and then you're pulled back under. But some of these holes begin to touch some of these beings that are not quite real. You watch as one of these holes rip right near Severax, and it's like part of its face just disappears, and then blood gushes out when the reality resumes, but it's missing that chunk. As it seems like all of the creatures around you of the nightmare seem to have weakened again. And then that guy is that. All right. Disbin, undead Disbin, or bad Disbin, Disbad. He heads over to you, Dizzy. And
I'm currently incapacitated.
Yes.
Incapacitated, you just lose your action, I remember.
I don't think
No,
it's
you are incapacitated. Oh no, it's just like haste lethargy. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
actually incapacitated.
correct.
That's right. That's right. That's
But
right.
he looks at you and kind of in that
Okay.
staggered way, and a dark sneer comes across him, and he will attack Reggie.
Disadvantage.
Yep. That's good. Stops my crit. Okay. He swings twice, and Reggie is fine. Actually, he keeps moving. Then Otis, are you up?
I think
I think you're
Yeah,
alive.
he'll just.
Kellen healed me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can take an attack of opportunity as he continues moving out of your threat.
On.
Either Disbin or Reggie.
Okay, we'll go for Disbin.
Okay.
This is not with advantage, right?
Nope.
Nat 20.
That's what's up.
I mean, he will cancel the crit as his reaction, but you can still do damage.
I'm such an asshole.
So I will take the number off the sheet, and I'm going to
It's going to be 8 damage plus 19 from a channel divinity.
Okay.
So 27.
As you fight with an axe or a spear, right? Or javelin?
Mornings.
Oh, morning
I have a javelin also.
Okay. So you slam down with your Morning Star, and kind of like this, after trail, like a comet of necrotic energy, just consumes Disbin. All right. Undead Reggie's not super happy. And he will now attack. Miss. Oh no. 7 maybe. Yep, miss. And then miss again against. All right, Otisesh, kind of like standing to your feet, slaying one of these shadows. You facing another one. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
So go to any chat, type in slash.
9.
Plus 4.
13.
That does not beat your own spell DC.
It does not.
You will take a total of 10 necrotic.
You got it.
That's all you got.
Still standing.
Well, it's your turn. You ate your own spirit guard.
Good news. Is my spiritual weapon still there?
It doesn't say it goes away, so I'm gonna say it is.
Okay. Well, let's go attack first.
Sure. So it's gonna move over some. Yeah. You can flank over here. Perfect.
It will miss. And then I will toll the dead on Evil Otis and
Reggie
the other random. Yeah, Reggie.
or Shadow,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
I'll do Shadow Reggie. Evil Reggie.
All right. Unfortunately, I made both my saves.
Cool.
All right. Kellen, it is your turn.
I have haste lethargy, right?
You sure do.
Can't do shit.
All right. This shadow is just going to attack Otisesh.
That's pretty great.
And it will miss. Heath, make me a death saving throw, please.
Before that, at the start of my turn,
Currently, are you
every creature within 10 feet of me gains 1d4 hit points.
Sweet.
Okay.
That includes
Do you wanna
enemies.
roll?
Yeah,
Oh.
So everybody within 10 feet of me gains 10 hit points. Reggie,
Whoa.
Izzy,
You gave
Um,
for the bits. So that's not
Otis.
any more on that character.
the Shadow, and
And you have the.
Evil Lotus.
Interesting.
Does it affect undead?
I was actually going to tell you.
It doesn't say it doesn't affect undead, but it's also from a holy weapon that exudes radiant damage. So
I'm going to
that's up to
say
you.
it doesn't affect undead.
We have 2 points
That feels reasonable.
we handed that out.
All right, you all, this, holy sense here begins wafting, or has been wafting, but finally. So, as you're about to, you kind of, breathe a deep breath of it, and you sit up at least.
Yeah. He shakes himself, out of the stupor of having been unconscious for a moment, and shifts over here. He is going to try. How's Evil Otis looking?
They are not bloodied yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna green flame blade again.
Okay.
I mean, my answer is going to be the people like if we really are
Why is
trying to
this so
focus
low?
on money, which seems like that's the biggest concern. Actually, I haven't heard anyone complain about spending points on equipment,
That's the problem.
which was
Okay, I'll do that
ironically
later.
our original goal.
Man,
Was to make sure
8.
people got their stuff.
That will
And then all of
I
the
rolled
unfortunately.
over money and
a 5 or lower on that attack roll 3 times in a row now.
so
That
we were
hurts.
interested.
Yikes.
So
That will unfortunately miss. All
my
right.
answer is also
Yeah.
gonna be like, if you actually just want money, then
Dizzy, it is your turn.
go do JOL.
I got swirls in my eyes.
But you got a dog who doesn't have swirls in his eyes.
Piles of money.
That's so true.
So, but
Reggie, I guess he can just take me with him, right?
Sure can. Because you can't be knocked
And,
off the saddle.
Exactly. And he will attack Dark Otisesh with advantage.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. The first one will be... Ooh, nice. The first one will be a 23. The second one's a 23. Are they both hits?
He would have had to make a wisdom saving throw, both of you, for Spirit Guardians.
That will happen. Let's do that. So, it's going to be 9 damage, then 8 damage.
Okay.
So 17, but 2 separate attacks.
That's fine. 3. All right.
Damn. Damn. Where are those rolls?
And then it's 10 or 5 if you saved.
Cool.
And Heath would have also, but Heath would have been down, taken a failed death save, and then popped up. Because order of operations, I allow it. Okay. Great. He's looking pretty fucked up now. He maintains concentration, though.
And I agreed with you because everyone was like, "Oh, let's do it now." And I was
Anything
like,
else?
"Okay, well, the reason I picked
That's my turn.
I looked up on the
All right.
road and it said 1.6.
He is surrounded. He is got some spells, I guess. What the fuck can you do, dude? I don't even know. Concentrating on that.
Sure. Yep. There's nothing I can do about that. I just checked at the moment.
Oh, Gene, Reggie would have provoked from Dark Reggie.
Roger, we'll make an attack. It doesn't hit.
Cool.
Alright, let's see what the frick he is going to do. Nope, he got one. Alright, he takes a step back,
Yes.
provoking from
And the thing is, we didn't even do
Heath.
that. That's 250 coins.
I will take my attack of opportunity.
Sure.
So it was great. And I said we tried every single
I-
thing. We got beat out twice.
Yeah. 18?
That will unfortunately
So I was
miss.
like, tried our absolute best to get anything that wasn't doing.
Why is your attack only +3, Tom?
It's not giving me proficiency bonus. I don't know what happened in there. I should have a +6.
Interesting.
So I need to go dig into it.
We started at
Alright,
so we were formed
yeah,
up in a party
and
five
then
people
so,
messaging people in cities. We got-
Otisesh, you can take an attack of opportunity.
When do we have to start? The middle of the night? She typed in the chat.
I miss.
Alright, he hawks back, and then I need Reggie,
So,
Disbin, and Heath to please make me a dexterity saving throw. As acid shoots at you.
+4, y'all.
$15.
That's the number you need.
Woo!
If you save, you will only take 5 acid. If you fail, you take 11.
Oh, I'm down either way.
Okay. As a line of acid shoots across you. And then, I don't know where I put my freaking little guy. Yeah. Let's see. And then we will move. Where the fuck did I put it? All right. I don't have the spiritual guardian, the spiritual weapon token. It's going to. I think it's gonna attack Dizzy.
Do it.
AC 27.
Yeah.
You will take a total of 10 force damage. You guys notice that reality is ripping. You think you only have a mere few seconds left before this dream tears itself apart.
I cough up a big chunk of blood.
Okay. Blah. And then Otisesh, it is your turn. I need a saving throw versus Spirit Guardians.
I am good. So I take
7.
half.
So half is 7.
Okay.
But
And then
Dark Otisesh is not looking good.
okay, we'll take a swing with the Spirit Guardian, or not the Spirit Guardian, the spiritual weapon.
Sure.
Even if you don't clear the boss, you can just mosey through.
You have
It will
advantage.
miss.
You have advantage because
Nope.
you can flank it.
So half the time the boss gives you nothing.
Dude, that's like the third 11 you rolled with this thing.
It crits. I feel like I've rolled like 3 good dice, and everything else I've rolled tonight has been like complete garbage. All right, I got a crit here. Is that canceled by anything?
Dark has been no more, so it is not canceled.
Excellent. It's not going to be a particularly impressive crit, but 17 from the spirit weapon.
He is on death's door, double death's door. He looks very injured.
Can I move over to him, or do I provoke attack of opportunities by doing so?
If you move away from the shadow, you could provoke from it.
Do that.
But
Too fragile.
if you got a ranged attack cantrip, I don't know, you got something.
I mean, I've got Toll the Dead, so I'll Toll the Dead.
You could also attempt to shoot a line of acid at him, like he did, but he's resistant like you are. I don't know.
Nah, I'll just Toll the Dead. Hope for the best.
Well, lucky you, he has failed his save.
So he'll take 2d12, because something tells me he's injured.
Sure is. Sure is.
24.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
With a
Whoa.
with a tolling that almost sounds like a war drum playing, you watch as Severex in Otisesh's body is destroyed. In that moment, as reality itself begins tearing around you, he's dying, bleeding out as this censer is blowing ashes. The Dreamcatcher begins to glow and expand, and it swallows all of you in these like rainbow-colored lights, like a web. For a moment, you are kind of like going through a multicolored tunnel where you land in a plush like sitting room, a weird fire in the fireplace, and you see a strange, weird little satyr man kind of pop out of the corner looking, and I think that's where we're going to take our break. And then we'll discuss what's going to happen in a little bit. But we will take a break there because it's 9:11. So let's come back at, let's say, I don't know, 9:25, or yeah, right, 9:25 works.
Sure.
All right.
Works for me.
All right. See you all in a little bit.
And nothing on.
All right, weird.
Can you turn that down even lower?
I
turned it.
No, it's all right. We'll figure it out. If it comes through, it doesn't matter. All right, so as you all are pulled through the strange rainbow tunnel, you see a familiar satyr kind of peeking through as you guys are in looks like a very comfortable lounge room.
What is this?
You all heal an amount of damage from Heath because that's still going. And if you
Not me though, right?
We heal more.
I mean, Tom, if you just want to roll out the rest of the healing, that's what happens because it goes for as long as it's supposed to go.
okay.
And this little satyr goes, "Oh my gosh, you have all done so well, and none of you have died."
23 for everybody. Which means I'm conscious.
Nice.
Ah, what? Is this where your dreams are?
Oh, no. I've been trying to get into these weird dark dreams, but you finally made me a key way in. So I appreciate it.
What does that mean? We did well. We almost died.
This sucks.
But you didn't die. Did you think of that?
Yeah.
Everyone else is probably dead.
What is this?
And now that you look around, you notice that the wallpaper is in the same pattern as the dream catcher. The wood of this place is also the same wood that was made to weave the dream catcher. Well, we are in, let's say, a side dream, if you will. So, because you destroyed the hag, that, well, at least removed her from the dream, she lost a lot of control, which allowed me to sneak my little hooves all the way in here, and by this hair on my chinny chin chin, I did, and I came here to help you.
Okay.
It's obvious, of course. Okay, so, you have no choice, but you are going to have to face the next dream. Or nightmare, whatever you want to call it. But I can aid you. So, Mr. Heath, you did something very naughty, but also very good. Which is, you brought the hag in and you defeated her in the dream, which is great. She's still alive. Unfortunately, my powers don't affect her that way, or at least my lord's powers don't. But what I can do for you is, if you're all willing to go face, so while you are here, you can take a short amount of time to recuperate. But looking at all of you, I don't think that's going to be enough.
I don't believe so, but we can try.
But if you die, you die, and I can't let that happen because then you wouldn't succeed. So I can make a small deal with you. It's not really a deal. It's more that you're going to have to go in there without a certain weapon. I can consume the remainder of the power inside the Dreamcatcher I gave you to refresh and replenish your all of you. But then, when you go into the next dream, you will be at the whims of it. So, you will not know that it is not a dream. You will be fighting it, and the hags or whoever's controlling it, they will be able to do whatever business they do without you being able to wrest control from them. But you would be going in at full strength.
I don't know. That's a weird deal. I hate to say it, but the Dreamcatcher kind of, I felt like, gave us the ability to end the nightmare if we weren't able to call on that power, I don't know if we'd be here.
I have to agree. The Dreamcatcher was instrumental to us surviving it all.
Agreed.
You see him stroking his chin. Everyone make an insight check.
Booyah.
The math is
I got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Same.
22.
Okay. Dizzy, this guy is weird. He's doing weird guy stuff. It's weird. For Kellen and Otisesh, there's definitely more that he could probably do, but he doesn't seem like... he might have more options, but this is the option that he has come to believe will be the best option. And then for Heath, you see that he's scared. That there's another option, but it makes him afraid to offer it up. But it is true and utter fear.
So he's gonna tap into that small town pastor vibe that he tends to have going, his past as specifically that role, and try to be comforting for this guy and let him admit what scares him. It's all right. You can tell us put everything on the table. We can all make an informed decision here. And try and talk him into laying his hand on the table.
He's like, Frizzle Rough, what to do, Frizzle Rough, what to do? I can't, no.
I mean, it seems... I just want to point out, it seems that us destroying a hag gained you some kind of foothold in this place. If you want us to succeed, I bet someone like you could help us a whole lot if you were to maybe join us in the next dream.
And as Dizzy says that, Heath, you see his goat eyes go wide. That is the trigger of his fear. And he begins pacing back and forth and rattling his hands. Everyone, why don't we do a group persuasion check? Dizzy, you can start, and I will say you can do it with advantage because you keyed on the piece that he was afraid of.
That will be a 22.
All right, thinking. I will ask Heath to do the same, and since you kind of already started your conversation piece, you will also have advantage.
Thank you. 27.
What is it that Kellen and or Otisesh are doing to add or subtract from the situation?
I'm at disadvantage because I'm still tired.
You are not tired.
Oh.
Otis isn't sure that this isn't a dream.
This is, yeah.
And that would be his primary line of questioning.
Okay.
How do we know that this isn't the second dream encounter right now?
He goes,
Oh, shit.
Zarias, he looks confused. How could you tell? Well, you're being healed and you're not being attacked, and it's not scary. In fact, I have puppets, and he begins doing
encounter of the
puppets.
mind, trying to trap us here until we die of exhaustion. And further, if you can be present in our dreams here, surely you could be present in any future encounters and make them equally safe for us.
He lowers his finger puppets, sadly, like he was trying to. Yeah, you can make me an intimidation or persuasion, whatever you'd like.
Good. Persuasion.
Yeah, any.
I got a 20, dirty.
Okay. He's like, I guess I could. Okay, and Kellen, what do you do?
Come on, pal. You know you want to help us out. Really, inside you do.
Yeah, but I could die. I'm not a hero. I'm not an adventurer like you.
Oh, we'll teach you how to be great. Just follow us for a guide.
Oh, he begins like rubbing his teeth. Oh, okay. Make me a persuasion check.
Yeah. This will be the. Oh, look at that. 18.
Okay. Well, all right. I can help you. Yes, you make a good point, but it will be at great risk to myself, and I am not a fighter or an adventurer like yourselves. I am just a lowly priest of my god, but I do have my god's blessing and sway here. I could aid you in the battles like the hags are aiding their creations, but it would mean that we are still going, if you want to be fully charged, we are going to have to destroy the Dreamcatcher, and that means that I will not have safety there anymore.
What's the alternative if we keep the Dreamcatcher?
You are going to go into this next dream as you are. Not not refreshed, not ready to go. I don't know what they're going to throw at you, and I will aid you, but I don't know if my power is comparable to these creatures. They've ensorcelled a town. They've taken children, many, and people. I don't have that kind of power. And like you sense, there's a genuine fear to him. Like he's like, I don't, like I can help you, but like he doesn't, like that call to action. He doesn't see like a resolution where like what he can do is going to really like help or change. But he thinks he's going to try is like what he's feeling. But he's just like, I don't know. I think you, and he kind of gestures to the four of you and Reggie, you are the ones who have actually dealt a true blow. You defeated the other dream quickly, the first one, and that was impressive. No, I don't think anyone's done this. And then you defeated this one, and you even pushed the hag from the dream realm for at least tonight. I think you have the capability, but I don't think you are. I fear that that last nightmare took its toll on all of you.
Agreed, it nearly killed us. But walking in with ignorance is the same as walking in without armor, without weapons. We would be.
Well, if I go with you, I could at least keep your awareness intact. You just couldn't manipulate on such a grand scale. I could attempt to make changes and edits in the dream to help you and assist you, but again, I do not know. I don't know what the extent of that is.
Should we discuss our readiness first so we can make a good decision?
I think that would be for the best. You are free to rest here, but this will only be a place that you can recuperate, unless I consume the remainder power of the Dreamcatcher, the holy icon of my god.
I looked at my firearm. Is it fixed or does it still need to be repaired?
Sure does need to be repaired.
Well, I should probably do that first because that would really affect everything. As long as I don't roll a 1 on my dexterity check.
Yep, make a Tinker's Tool check, please.
Okay.
Kellen, can you still summon your little mechanized guy?
Yes, I can. I passed the roll.
Okay.
Listen.
After a quick, like, a few seconds, you kind of like get out the jam and you fix the mechanism, the hammer, and it clears out and it's good to go.
So yes, I had the ability to call upon the protector, most likely, I guess, for refreshment. I have 2 first-level spells and 1 second-level spell, and my firearm special abilities are mostly depleted. They're less than half power.
Okay. I mean, I'm hurting, but I'm still pretty effective. Heath, are you still really hurt?
I'm in pretty bad shape. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know how much I can contribute if we don't get some actual recuperation. Knowing that he can still rouse us consciousness, at least inside of the dream, makes a world of difference.
I'm so worried about losing the Dreamcatcher's abilities. I mean, you saved Otis's life. I mean, I know that they really targeted you, Otis, but you brought the hag. You know, we wouldn't. I don't even know how else we would have drawn the hag out. Um, Otis, I mean, how are you feeling? I know you took probably the worst of it.
I am worn down. Or at least that's how I feel. Perhaps if we just believe that we are fine, we can overpower this strange dream.
Is there any way we could guess what we're facing? Let's think about it logically. What have we faced so far?
Well, I think it's no surprise that you saw what I fear the most. There's that version of me is if my mother, if I lived the life that she wanted, that's who I think I would be. But so that was mine.
I think the dream itself was the nightmare of Otis, wasn't it? And the first one we landed in was a nightmare built around a tavern owned by your family, Dizzy.
With
So
my brother there as well.
If it continues, it's going to be either my nightmare or yours, Kellen. Or a blend of the two.
So if I see another version of myself and we see a version of you, then do we think we can handle this?
Otis, you hear in the slightest, very weakened voice of Severax, that was also my dream.
Well, here's what I'll say. I have some healing that I can do right now to try and get people back feeling good. I'm willing to go in with the Dreamcatcher as is. Now, I don't rely on magic as much as you guys. So I think the Dreamcatcher's power is tremendous, and losing it is a big blow. Now, Frizzleruff, I think you could give us an edge because they won't expect you, but that means that you're going to have to, really work that edge. You can only surprise people once, and then,
I will also say that he kind of gestures to Heath's side, or like gestures, and you see that like part of the rooms there seems to be like a dark shadow that is like disconjointed. He goes, trying to break through the paradigm as a dream has a negative effect upon the catcher. I do not know how many more times it can actually work in that way. You stress it further than its purpose.
I mean, if it has one more in it, I still think it's worth it. Again, that's my belief. I would, I'd rather us be as strong as we could be, but I don't know. I think Heath said it best. It's like going in without armor, and feels.
I can keep you aware, and I can benefit you while you are there, but I am just not likely as powerful. That is a relic of my master, and if it is destroyed, with you all using it, that is also a huge blow to my church. Again, I'll help you if I can, but it is really you four who are facing the challenge. If you think you are up to, I do not know what these creatures are going to throw at you. Besides, you've deduced that it might be your versions of your nightmares.
What do we think?
I think we need another angle.
Okay.
I don't
I
think
think
we're
the-
prepared. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Osip.
I don't think we're prepared for another fight like that.
I kind of agree.
Between the two options, one, us being at our best, almost rested, almost ready, but without the manipulative powers of dream catching, versus us walking in half dead and exhausted, but with those powers. I think I prefer the former. As long as we know the situation, that gives us our armor and weapons back.
Where
We
are
don't
we
have
now?
Semi-phenomenal, nearly cosmic power.
Oh, where are we now? Well, right now, we're kind of in a liminal space. Do you understand how dream time works?
No.
No.
Great.
Why would we know that?
I don't know. You might be dream experts.
No.
Assuming from the silence, I'm going to say that you're not. Well, you know how, like, you have a dream, and even though you're sleeping for 8 hours, it could feel like days, or it could feel like moments?
Sure.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of similarly how this is. I don't actually know how long you've been asleep.
What's to stop us from resting here to recuperate our strength before the next encounter?
Because it won't be real rest. You're still in the middle of a dream.
Then none of this is real, so the rest would be as real as the combat.
Well, you're also currently under the effects of whatever is causing these dark nightmares. So it's real enough.
So wouldn't the rest also be real enough?
If you were in control, but you are currently in there. They're in control of this. We've just rested a small part of it right now. That I've created this small area for us to discuss and figure out your next plan. But
Perhaps to rest.
But I don't have enough power to give you the abilities to recover everything. I can help you take a short recuperation. That's easy. But if you want to be ready to go and fully refreshed, I have to expend the rest of the power.
Well, I'll say this for Zaruff. I think I'm coming around to the idea of using the Dreamcatcher to rejuvenate us, whatever that means. But I need you, and I'm gonna like step up to him. I imagine we're of a similar height.
Yeah.
I need you to believe in your ability. You know dreams better than any of us. That fear that you just felt, you have to imagine the hags feel it too. We did things in dreams no one else has ever done. And Frizzleruff, I need you to repeat that. We can do things in dreams that no one has ever done. And that means you can too. If we're going to destroy this dream catcher, we're relying on you. And I'm going to like put a, comforting paladin hand on his shoulder.
You know, it was always weird that I, alone in a strange little manor, was put here to make a temple to my strange, weird god. And now my moment of calling, it all makes sense. It wasn't just a wild drug haze that led me to an abandoned house and I decided it was a mansion. That was a place of prayer to my god. No. It was a calling. Yes, we can do it. I think. And you watch him peek at weekend, and then the doubt starts to creep back over the other side of the roller coaster of
he steps. All right, it's time to recuperate and get moving then.
All right. Okay. All right. Well then, prepare yourself. And he puts his hands out, and you watch kind of the webbing of the strange patterns on the wall of the catcher begin to absorb into him, and then with a snap and a pop, you all gain the benefits of a long rest, including all items that need recharges.
Ooh, boy.
That is amazing.
And as this world is kind of shrinking, he goes, now remember, I will be with you, and I will likely have... Dreamtime is weird, so the other hags may not know that the first hag you defeated has happened yet. So, depending on how you play along with the dream and defeat it, it might treat it like it should be. Or, just go crazy. Remember, if you destroy the anchors to this dark nightmare, you will be free of it. And
okay. And I would just say, don't forget that people who had aid, don't forget that your hit points are 5 higher, which I believe is Heath and Otisesh.
Thank you.
Actually, that's perfect. As the world kind of pinwheels down to this dark, swirling color of rainbows, you begin to hear the chirping and movement of a crowd and the sun dappling your skin. And some of you are in a familiar place. Let's go to said familiar place. Oh shit, I have to do this differently because it's decided. Hold on one second. Why is it not picking this? Nope. Hold on, I gotta fix the map because I don't want y'all to see my map. Son of a bitch. Alright, whatever. I have to do something real quick. But you begin to hear the sound of birds chirping, people moving about, and you realize that all of you are in a different place, a crowded place, and maybe a somewhat familiar place once I get my Roll20 working.
Let's see it.
It's coming. I had to switch screens. I decided that it didn't like one thing that I was doing. Here we go. Haha. There, no, where you is. There we go. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Nah, I lied to you.
It does look familiar.
No, it's not that place. It's somewhere else. I fucking fucked it up. All right, guys, I'm bad at GMing. Hold on, I gotta find where. There it is. That's
familiar. That's Lady Lash's mansion.
There we go. Now you are in a familiar place. You are in a small town's market where you see a dark, swirling vortex. There's a hustle and bustle. There are some familiar faces to people you saw in the dreams, and some people's family members. And we are in the marketplace of Nairmore, at the stage where most things are gathered, most people come. You begin to see what looks like a dark, swirling portal that leads to an oblivion that hungers and draws in, and all of you, in your own little way, knows that this is Tenebris. And stepping as the portal erupts around you, you begin to see a few beings start to emerge. And you all are vaguely aware that this is not real. As here we go. You begin to see a few creatures and people begin to appear in this dark swirling portal. And just to go through them, you see a heath wreathed in shadow coming from his eyes, very similar to how you have fought Master Boel when he has turned into his dark Asimar with the shadow magic coming off him. You see Kellen, except instead Kellen is an anthropomorphic robotic version of himself, purging the weak flesh beneath him. Standing to his side is a large other metallic being that looks very similar to the Goliath you fought 2 dreams ago.
Uh-oh.
Coming out of this portal, you begin to see beings of shadow, some dark fae that some of you have tangled with before. And people, as the market erupts, people begin to scream in fear. And that is where we are going to stop today's game.
Oh, joy.
I'm not prepared for us to do the first round of this combat. So
I'm not emotionally prepared for
I
another combat yet.
I figured we'll hold off for a little bit, but this is what you will be coming into next time we play.
I'm just hoping they don't have a rogue.
Who knows? I don't know what they have. But yeah, thank you guys for playing, for going on this wild ride. And I'm excited because now I also need to make up some mechanics for what this weirdo is going to do in your side of the dream. Because I have ideas, but I wanna solidify them so that it feels good. So, but all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for playing, and we'll try to get back in this probably sometime in July because I know we're gonna be busy over the next few weeks of June. But all right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, bud.
All right. Sweet. Have a good night. Bye. All right.